Hi friends, Naji here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will be discussing on control flow. Especially we are discussing about if condition and we will see how can we implement the if condition in Rust programming language. So first understand the use case in if condition. Okay. So just forget about the programming language. Just think in a layman way. We'll see how we usually do how to write a algorithm, right? So think about the number 5 and I need to check if the number is even or odd. So what usually we do? So we will check that we will do a divisible by 2 and we will check that if the remainder is 0, right? And we will see like if the remainder is 0, then we will say that it is even number, right? So if it is not 0, we will see it's a odd number. Okay, so this is the high level algorithm workflow and we'll see how this can be implemented using the Rust programming language. Okay, so let's go back to our Visual Studio Code. So I have opened my Visual Studio Code. Okay, now let's create a project. I'm going to create a project using cargo. The new command, I'm going to say control1. Let's create it. So the project is created. Now let me do cdsrc also. Let me clear this one. So here we can see, let me refresh this. Should be here somehow. Okay, so I made a wrong thing, so let me okay, so there is some mistake here, so let me create another terminal. I created in a wrong place. Okay, so now I can create a cargo new control 1. Okay, now here we can see the control is created here. Now let's go back to the src. You can go to the control1, control1. Now I can go to the src. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, here we can see the control. Let me go to the src. Here we can take the main dot rs file and we will able to see a main function. Okay. Now let's define a number. Let number, and my number is 5, and I need to check this number is even or odd, right? For that I can use the modulo operator. So this will give the remainder is 1 or 2 or 0 or not equal to 0. I'm going to do the number modulo operator of the 2 and I'm checking if it is 0. I can say println. I can say this number, I can specifically say what number is this is even, right? What happened if it is not equal to 0? If it is not equal to 0, which means it's an odd number. So for that I can use the keyword else. We will say this number, this is a number, I can say is odd. Alright, so now let's save this and try to execute this. Okay, I'm using the Rust C command to compile this one. Okay, main.rs. So the compilation is done successfully. Now let's run this. Okay, so here we can see this number is odd. So we know that 5 is odd, right? Now let's make it 50. Save it and ensure that you compile it again. So the compilation is done. Now let's do it. So it says this number, that is the 50 is even. So this seems to be working fine. Okay, now we can check with different if else conditions. Okay, so maybe we can say that different if else loop. Okay, so for that I'm going to create another file, that is the main1.rs. Here also I'm going to define a main function. Define a number is equal to 6, right? Okay, I want to see this number can be divisible by 6, or this can be divisible by 3, and this can be divisible by 2, etc. Okay, for that I can check if number, in the same way I can check maybe I can say like 7, not 7, maybe I can make it 5. equal to 0, then I can say the number is divisible by 5. Now I want to check multiple checks, right? For that I can use another keyword, that is the else if. I can say, here I am saying number, I am checking with 4, and I am saying equal to 0. So in that case I am missing one exclamation mark. I can say the number is divisible by 4. And else I'm checking maybe one more condition. I'm checking this number is divisible by 3, then we will say the number is divisible by 3. If this is and this is not able to divisible by any of this, we have to write a exceptional case. Okay, so if nothing is satisfied, then what it does is I can say println the number is not divisible by 5, 4 and 3, right? So here I am forgetting the semicolon. Let's put the semicolon here. Okay, so that is also important. Now let me save this. Okay, so let's understand the code. So we are defining a number, and first time we are checking this is true. Okay, number divisible by 5 equal to 0. So if it is modulo operator giving us 0, which means it is can be divisible by 5. Okay, this can be divisible by 5. Then we are checking the same thing. We are checking it is divisible by 4 and divisible by 3. Okay, if none of this is satisfied, we are saying that okay, the number is not divisible by 5, 4 and 3. Let's execute this. For that, first I am going to compile this. Okay, compilation giving me error, so we can check this. We don't need this bracket. Let me remove the bracket. Save it, ensure that you are saying it properly. Run it again. So this time this is run fine. So let's execute it. So it says number is divisible by 3. Now let's make it 61. I'm saving it, executing it, and that is also divisible by 3. Okay, now maybe let's make it 71. Run it. Okay, 71 is also divisible by 3. Let's make it 26. It's okay. Why it says everything is divisible by 3? I don't think 26 is divisible by 3, right? Is there any problem with our program? Let's check this. Else if the number is divisible by 3, 26 is not divisible by 3. Okay, so something is wrong here. Let me check. So here I am checking if number is 4, then I am saying that if else is number divisible by 3 equal to 0, the println the number is divisible by 3, else we are saying the number is divisible by 3. Okay, let me save this. Okay, I didn't compile it. Let me compile it. So that's what happened. Okay, I compiled it using rest-c. Now let me run this. Okay, so it says the number is not divisible by 5, 4 and 3. Now let's make it 71. Let's compile it, then run it. Now that is also not divisible by 3. Now let's make it 25. Compile it and run it. Okay, so that is divisible. Fine. So this is working fine, right? Now we can do one more example. So let me create another file. Okay, I can make it main.2.rs. Okay, here we will see how can we do some kind of inline checking. Okay, for that let me have the main function. let's make a condition here. Condition, I'm going to make it as a true. I'm going to assign this number some value to this number variable based on this condition. Okay, I'm saying, okay, so if I can say condition equal to true, then I'm going to say just assign 52, else let's assign maybe 81. Okay, so this is kind of a inline function that we can check, and this also we can first compile it. For that I can use rest c main2.rs. the compilation is done, but it is getting some error because I forgot to add the semicolon. Okay, let's add it. Okay, again getting some issues. Let me see. Let number equal to semicolons here. I think this is a intentional prefix it with the underscore num. See, let number if condition, then I can say 52, else I can say 86. Maybe I don't need this one, so let me remove this, save it, compile it, again getting an error. Okay, let condition is equal to true, that is a function, and here I can see the main function. Let me try to debug this will happen sometimes. Okay, the function main is there, and let condition equal to true, and let number equal to if condition, then that is 52, else it is 81, right? Maybe I will stop and debug this. This is a simple thing. Okay, so the problem here is this is not actually a error, so I read it in a wrong way. So this is actually a warning. Okay, this says this is a intentional prefix it with the underscore. Okay, so because we are not using a number is anywhere, so they are suggesting that just use with the underscore, and let me run it again. Okay, again that is not an error, that is just a warning. Okay, now let's run the main2 dot this one. Okay, because I'm not printing it anywhere, so this is running fine, but we are nothing is printing here. So let me print it here. I can say print the result is, here I can say underscore number 1. So here I don't need the underscore. If I am using it somewhere, okay, I can just give without that underscore. Okay, and now this is println. I can say I'm saving this one, execute it, it's running fine, and we are getting the result. The result is 52. Okay, because this condition is true. Now let's make it false. Execute it. Sorry, compile it. First you have to compile it, then you need to execute it, then the result is 81. So this is working perfectly. So I believe the condition, the if condition is very clear. And yeah, please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day.